don't think I'm going to be picking up the little bodies out of the plate that have fallen out, you know? But yeah. All right, well, cheers. Cricket taco. Howl-O-Scream. The Sirens are back for revenge, and a sea of monsters follow in their wake. Will we hide from the waves of horror, or take the terrors head on? Let's find out as we explore SeaWorld Orlando's Howl-O-Scream. Hello, my friends, and we're back for the second year of this event. It's pretty cool to have been able to come to the first year, which I'll put up in the corner, and now we're back, and they've expanded the event. So I was in the holding area, which is by like the waterfront area where the Seafire Grill is, and as they let us out at 7 o'clock on the dot, there was small crowd that was gathering, but we got to go like through the pirate area. I forget what that scare zone is called, but we got to go through all of those as we made our way to the very first maze, Blood Beckoning. Currently cruising here through this scare zone that's in front of Blood Beckoning. It's a little something. Again, I think I'll circle back here at night, but the entrance is really cool. They have they have some demons up above here. Just got out of the first house, Blood Beckoning, which features Scratch, one of the Sirens, which I remember from the Sirens Call show that they did. It was a lot of fun, although I think that it'll benefit from when it's nighttime. And this is the one that I decided to do first off as soon as the event opened. So I'll come back around and definitely do this at night. But I can see the potential is very much there. There are some areas that are a little sparse, but there's like some stuff at the end that I didn't even notice during the daytime. I can't imagine how scary it is at night. So that area we just went through is Carnage, which looks really cool. And then over there is the way we came from, the Pirates Cutthroat Cove or something like that. And now we're gonna head up over towards like Mako in that area. I believe that that's where 2 more mazes are and a few more scare zones. I believe this location here, the Crawling Cravings, is where you can buy the infamous bug food. They have Chipotle cricket sandwiches, Grasshopper Tacos, and ant pretzel rods. And when I say they have those with those bugs, they really have those. It's not like other places with maggots. No, this is for real. And maybe I will try one of these. So this area is called Terrors of the Deep. I love the decorations, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see this at night. I believe this is where the, oh my gosh, is that like an eel person? I need to get photos of this one later. That is awesome. Oh, and those blood bag girls are everywhere. They've made like 2 loops around the park already. I cannot wait to see this at night. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be so cool at night. But anyway, we wanna start heading over to the next 2 houses. And in case you were wondering, Mako is running during the event. I think there's a handful of rides that are still running during the event. And then over here is the entrance to Monster Stomp. It's now called Slasher Alley. And because you can only see the wait times on the app, yes, I said that right, only on the app, not on the website, and not even on the map that you actually get physically here. Here's the wait times. So I did go by the Witchcraft Bayou, but because, again, like all the other scare zones, it's not too dark, I'm going to circle back to those. However, I did come down here to Captain's Revenge Drowned in Darkness, which I think you'll remember was one of the ones they did have a pirate-themed house last year. This one, I don't know if they upped the detail in each room or if maybe I just don't remember taking in those details quite so much, because I ran those alone at the end of the night, that one and the Vines one. But my goodness, they were doing some work in there. I only counted like one little turned area that had black walls, and the rest of it was pretty much fully detailed. And I noticed that there were a couple scare actors that could get you, that you saw in the beginning, and then they could like pop through in a hallway at the end, which, you know, that's cool that they can do stuff like that. Especially early on in the night. It's basically a walk-on right now, which is awesome. I think everybody is still entering, making their way. It's a little after 7. So they're still making their way from the front of the park, or the alternate entrance that they use for the event. So right next to that last house was Dead Vines, Root of All Evil, which I think was another one that was brought back from the first year. It is very much improved, my goodness. I love what they did. I've only saw one little set of black walls, and it was kind of like off to the side, so you really had to look for it. The scares were phenomenal. I haven't seen many bungee scares in my life, and that one was, whew, they get so close. I don't know how much practice is required to be accurate on like a bungee type of thing to scare people, but wow. I was super impressed by that. Super impressed. There was this one thing where you're going by lattice, and they like created lattice in a way that the scare actor can stretch it, and they just like look like they're coming through it. Woo! That got me. That got me really good. But anyway, yeah, that one might be my favorite so far, but also it's the one that I caught while it's the darkest. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to like do as many as I can for a second time, but I think right now we need to go all the way to the front entrance, the alternate entrance that they use for the event, to check out to see if the Sirens, how they're doing this year. But that last house does indeed drop you off right near the Poison Grotto, which is one of their many themed bars. And holy smokes, they have a acrobat up there. This is amazing. I wonder if I can get a clear shot real quick and we can watch it for a bit. So over there is where the Sirens show is going to be happening. But I will note real quick that Icebreaker is open, and it's basically a walk-on or maybe a train's wait. So unfortunately, the first showing just got rained out pretty hard. I hid over where the merchandise is, which is very similar to last year's. So instead, we're over here at Beneath the Ice. Let's check this one out. Remember last year, I did this one completely alone. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. So let's talk a little bit about Beneath the Ice. I don't think anything is going to top the solo run that I did on there, where I had all the energy pointed at me. However, this time around, I was pulsed with the group, which, you know, whatever, it happens most of the time. The thing is, though, I noticed there was a lot of empty spaces this time around, and I don't know why. And it's only been in this house so far. The other 3 that I've been through, they totally didn't. They felt pretty full. Maybe there was 1 or 2 spots or rooms that were empty, but this one felt the most obvious. And on that note, the scare zones towards, like, in between here, the Witchcraft Bayou and the Deadly Ambush, both of those felt a little sparse as well. I'm hoping that maybe it picks up as the night goes on, or as cast changes that I've caught, but we'll see. The music is picked up over here, so I think that show is about to start.
Sirens were young. This world was ours. We would bring entire ships to the ocean floor and devour all aboard. And now that we have returned to feast, what have we found? A changed world. The water, the source of all life. You have tried to take it from us. You have poisoned it. abused it. You are not fit. And we will have our revenge.
The final and fifth house, Siren of the Seas, which has this very fun but eerie photo op here. I guess it's supposed to be a cruise that goes very wrong, but oh my goodness, there's like I think the rain like really shut people into those theme bars. Oh boy, this time I'm blue. Okay, so that house, what? Yeah, so it was basically that. I forgot to take a shot of the facade of the house, but it was a ship and you're going through the side, and that was really cool. Unfortunately, it was kind of short in comparison to all the other ones. This was probably the shortest one. All the scenes were cool. There was a couple more animatronics than I was expecting, but overall, I think it was a good replacement for the house that was there last year, which was like going through like a mansion or a manor or something like that. But I don't know, I would say I would put this a little bit lower than the other ones that I've experienced tonight, but I can't quite put my finger on why. There was one scare that was a very big dude that came out and was like blocking the way, and like you just didn't know what to do. And then I got by him, and then he's like right here, and I don't realize it until he just like comes into my peripheral vision, and it's just, that's the worst, but also the best. He got me so good, so shout out to that scare actor. All right, so they're currently blasting Guns N' Roses in here, but the exit to Siren of the Seas lets you out right at the entrance here at the Sea of Fear scare zone, but I don't know how I'm going to cover this with this really loud music. So yeah, I'll probably have to put some non-copyright music over that, but we can go check out the other theme bar. It's called Sirens. It's right in front of me, I'm misreading it. Siren's Last Call. All right, let's take a proper look here at Frozen Terror. I don't know if it's just me, but compared to last year, this is looking like extra dark. So yeah, Deadly Ambush was looking a little darker than last year and a little sparser on scare actors than last year. Let's see how Witchcraft Bayou is this year. There's some amazing chainsaw stuff that's going on. But if you look behind me, it's like, that's where they are in that darkness. I think that just as a whole, from the scare zones that I've gone through just now, they deserve just way better lighting. To me, it's crazy. Like, I'm using a lens for those walkthroughs that's at a 1.8, like a f-stop. So that means it's really wide open. Like, anything more, and like, it's going to be such a shallow depth of field in a video that you're not going to enjoy it. I'm taking those through and I'm still not seeing much. The camera is not seeing much. It's a bummer because some of those makeup and costumes and everything were spectacular. Witchcraft Bayou, Frozen Terror, there was one dude that was phenomenal. Like, all of it was, man, I'm kind of bummed that something either changed or I'm misremembering what it looked like last year.
Victims found mutilated. Jack the Ripper murders again.
No, he's coming! This night ain't for the faint of heart, for the faint of heart, for the faint of heart. This night ain't for the faint of heart, 'cause the faint of heart gon' fall apart.
I just got done watching Monster Stop Slasher Alley. I don't remember it being any different than the other one that happened last year. Did that have Slasher Alley in the front as well? I'm not sure. It's still really fun. It's a good show, but I just don't remember if anything really changed. I don't think so, though. I'm going to be going through Terrors of the Deep now, which... Oh, yeah, this looks completely different than in the daytime. So I swapped over to a different lens for that last scare zone. And now let's go check out Carnage at night. So we're gonna give Blood Beckoning one more run now that it's dark, but as you can see, the line is all the way back here. So yeah, it's popular at the end of the night, and that's kind of must be the crowd that started the day at the other end of the park, the entrance to the event. So I didn't get tickets for it, but it is an upcharge within the park. The Lost Souls Hideaway is a theme bar and also home to a drag show. I'm not sure really what to expect in there, but I figure I would make a note of its location and the fact that it is a thing. When I was buying my tickets, I wondered what the $10 upcharge was. Didn't really investigate it further because it was one of those things that showed up as I was checking out. So I kind of wish I had known about this. I definitely would have tried. And now we're sort of back where we started, Throat Cove. Let's see how it is at night.
matcha table.
She's gonna slice.
What do you know?
All right, I think I've worked up an appetite now. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get the Grasshopper Tacos. Oh, wish me luck here. I was hoping you would put the grasshoppers underneath all that stuff so I wouldn't have to look at them, but thanks
No,
for making it a show.
it's a topping.
Appreciate it.
It makes it better.
It makes it better?
Yeah.
Man.
Listen, your Howl-O-Scream gotta be creepy enough, right?
No, apparently not. We gotta terrorize my stomach. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There we go. All right, so now we're in focus, even though it's pretty dark. Here they are, the Grasshopper Tacos. Said they were seasoned already, so I'm not too worried about it. It's dehydrated as well, so it's really just the look of them that's a little intimidating, in my opinion. But we're gonna just go for it. I'm trying not to make eye contact with any of the little bodies that are in here. Honestly, I really can't taste the difference. It just feels like crunchy seasoning, like as if it were like bacon bits or something like that. Not much else going on here. I mean, it's weird to look down at it and see the little legs and stuff looking at you. But overall, it's not like... Taste-wise, there's nothing crazy because, again, they're dehydrated. I don't think I'm going to keep picking up the little bodies out of the plate that have fallen out, you know? But yeah. All right, well, cheers. Cricket taco. Howl-O-Scream. So I finished it because I wasn't about to pay $10 for 2 tacos and not finish it. Don't let food go to waste. But the taste overall, once I got down to like where there was just grasshoppers in the mouthful, it didn't taste like much. And there were 2 weird things about it. One was because they were layered on top, as you were taking your first bite of the taco, you know, there were little legs kind of scraping the roof of my mouth, and that I didn't like that. And then, in addition, like a leg or 2 got stuck between my teeth. I didn't like that. And then the last thing is because they're dehydrated, when it hits your saliva, like you need something to help you wash it down because otherwise, they just kind of stay there and stick to like your gums and under your tongue and stuff. So definitely, if you're gonna go for those or any of the dehydrated bugs, get a bottle of water or something to wash it down with because otherwise you get this weird texture in your mouth, and I didn't like that either. But otherwise, it was a fun little adventure. So I'm now already outside. I kind of shot photos on my way out because if you notice, I started up by the waterfront, went all the way down, went back up, and then, you know, there wasn't much else to do. So I took photos on the way out. I took some really fun ones. I was confused, or maybe I confused the scare actors, because all I normally do is like I hold up my camera, I point at it and give them a thumbs up, and usually they'll give a little nod or something, and some of them came at me instead, and I guess that's their way of saying a no. I don't know, I was super confused. So I had a fun time. I feel like they spread out everything kind of far apart this time, and it's tough. I wish it could be condensed. I think they're constrained by the layout of the park in order to do that. I noticed around like after the 11:15 Siren song show, a whole mass of people were headed on their way out. Now, it was a lightly attended evening, Friday night, for those keeping track. So I feel like everybody kind of already got done what they wanted to get done. But there are like theme bars and other things that you could just hang out at. And so I'm confused by that. Obviously, I'm here checking it out on my own, and I've taken all the photos and kind of just slowly walked my way out till the end of the event. But for others, for there to be such a mad rush to the door kind of surprised me, to be honest. But at any rate, the second year of Howl-O-Scream, expanded event, an additional house, I think 1 or 2 more scare zones. Like, it was pretty cool, but I feel like they added maybe too much if they didn't have enough scare actors to populate the areas. And also, like, I feel like the entrance that they have, the front entrance, it becomes super sparse as people enter the event, that maybe they should consider kind of changing it up. Because on the way out, it was kind of like dead. And it's unfortunate because they have that super cool bar with all the dancers and stuff. If there was a way to keep people contained to that area, and make it like a spot to hang out in. That would be way better and bring that area to life a little bit more after everybody's already entered the event. But I still had a great time. I hope you enjoyed following along. It was wild to eat that grasshopper thing, the tacos, and also they tried to do a new show, and that was kind of eh. But the rest of it, they definitely improved on what the main piece is, and those are the houses. They definitely improved big time on those. So overall, I give the event a thumbs up. It's definitely worth your time, definitely worth checking out. All the theme bars, I didn't really cover that because I'm not too big on drinking, but definitely check those out because they put some time and effort into them. And I wish, now thinking back, I wish I had spent more time on the detailing some of the things that they had done just for that. But anyway, all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.